Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today to do a Mask Making Monday video, and we are going to be making clear envelopes. If you want to see step by step how to make these envelopes, you can watch tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a tutorial Tuesday video, and it's going to be a more clear and step-by-step video on how to make these envelopes right here. Okay, so for Mask Making Monday, the object is to make these, whatever I'm making in that video, to make it in a way that it's quicker to make and it doesn't take so much time. So I'm going to use this. I'm using transparencies, so I'm using this piece. And sorry for the glare, it's hard to work with this because of the glare, but I'll try to put it in a spot where the glare is not so bad. I'm gonna make this one, and then this one. I feel like a teacher from the 80s, like when they used to use overhead projectors. And I'm gonna pick 2 more sheets. So I think we'll do this one. And now I know how those teachers felt before, because it's hard to see. It's hard to see what's like what you're looking at. And I think I'll use that piece right there. So we'll get to see how the ones that have a lot of printing on them turn out, like this one. And then we'll also get to see how these turn out when it's a little bit more clear. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is peel off all of these strips. And I like to make a whole bunch of one thing at once. Once I get the creative part kind of done, which is when I thought up how to make them and how to construct them. Like this one took me a long time to kind of figure everything out. But once I figured it out, I'm just gonna mass produce. All right, so first step. And like I said, if you want to see more clear and concise steps, that will be coming tomorrow. So this is a regular size piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and we're going to roughly cut it in half. So in half would be about right here, so about this leaf right here, where the leaf indents in. That's how I measure. So let me grab my paper cutter, and I think I can cut at least 4 sheets at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me go ahead and cut one, just to make sure I'm happy with the size before I chop all 4 of the rest of them. So this is going to go about right there. And so if I look on here, it's about before the 14 there. And this one, it's about that size. Yeah. So 14. Go ahead and stack all this. There are 4 sheets in there. We'll go to around the 14 and just cut them all. There we have that. Now these transparencies are rough on one side and very slippery on the other side. I believe the rough side, I know that I had to print on the rough side, because that's where the ink will hold on to it. So we have this here. The orientation of the envelope, everything's going to be sideways, but you can't really see everything that clearly on a transparency. It just kind of looks cool, so it works out like that. All right. Now, the way I folded it was about halfway is how high I want it to come up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do about half. Let me just go ahead and measure it with this one. Yeah, it does come about half, and I'm happy with this one. So I'm going to do about the same thing. So that's going to this little bud right here. So let me see. I was scoring it after folding it, but let me see if working with the scoring board is gonna work well. All right, so I hope you can see that. It's gonna, I want to fold it about right there. So that would be on the dot before the 3. So let me see. Actually, I'm gonna fold this one on its own because it's not exactly on that dot. And then the rest of them, we'll score them, and then we'll compare and see which one works better, to fold it or to score it. I'm folding it and then I'm scoring it. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold it down this way. And this is going to fold down about right there. That worked out pretty good. Let me just compare it to this one. Yeah, it's about the same. All right. Now, let's go ahead and let me do one without a lot of printing on it, so that, without a lot of words, so that I don't have to stick to, because I want the shiny side out on this one. So it was the dot before the 3. The dot before the 3 here. I'm going to score it right there. I think it does make it easier. And I'm not sure. I think I scored it on the wrong side, because I'm not sure which way it folds. Alright, but there's that, and then this one. So that got scored right there. So this one is going to get scored at 6.5. So let's do 6.5. Do we fold in? I think I saw Gail do a video, Gail Agostinelli, where she was talking about peaks and valleys or something. I think So I'm folding it like that. And let me go ahead and fold it down this way. So working with the scoreboard, I think it does make it faster because you're not having to guess. Alright, so that's how the two turn out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of them. This one has writing on it, so let me just do it this way. But I really like it when this shiny side is out. So I think I'm just gonna not mind. I'm gonna not mind that the writing is gonna be backwards. So I'm going right there. And then 6.5, which is right here. And I am folding in. Sorry, I'm like constantly adjusting because of the glare. And scoring this down. All right. But that's what I would continue doing for all of the sheets that we cut. And as you can see, once you do that step, the envelope is pretty much constructed, except for the closure and the sewing. So I will go ahead and move to the next step because I want to show you what I do for the closure. In terms of mask making, I go in more detail about the closure in the tutorial video. But we are going to cut in the middle, and I eyeballed it. So we're gonna not cut, we're gonna hole punch. We're gonna hole punch about the middle. This is 5.5, so it's gonna be, I'm like counting in, half an inch, about right there. About right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and punch it. Okay, it's clear so you can't really see it, but there's the hole right there. And I'm just gonna use that as a guide to punch the rest of them. Let me make sure it's a good guide first. So it's a little over 2.5, and on this side it's a little over 2.5, so it is centered. What's gonna go here is a little circle. It's gonna be the closure. I don't have a circle, but this is where it's gonna go. All right, so let's go ahead and punch another circle. and then another one. So as you can see, it's a lot quicker to do all of the same steps at once. And especially if I would have already had this for all of them, it would just be like punching the hole and then just punching. But the next thing we're going to do is make the closure, which is this and a hole punch. This is about 3/4 of an inch, it looks like, in diameter. Yeah. So what I have done before in another video, I think I talked about this. What I did was glue a bunch of these pages together. I'm using book page, so I'm going to tear one out, and that's what I love about just having things already prepared, because when I was making whatever I was making with these book pages, I just went ahead and did a whole bunch of them. Alright, so let's cut this edge. I'm going to go right to the edge. This paper cutter, I don't even remember where I got it, but I wish it would lift up, but it doesn't lift. Alright, now this is going to need to be to this line. To this line that I'm drawing, because I like the size of this. So I'm going to cut some of them. And okay, it looks like I'm cutting to this little sticker right here. Apparently whatever I was working on before was the same measurement. So I'm going to use that as a guide to cut. It's a little bit bigger, but that's fine. Alright, now the length of it is going to be right there. So that's going to go, sure I'm going the right way. That's going to go past this flower sticker. Sorry if that's like a bad way to describe it, but you can really make it any size you want. It's just your preference, and I will measure it. So I'm cutting a whole bunch of these at once. And then I'm going to corner punch it. So what I would do next is corner punch a whole bunch of them at once. And then ink them. Now this closure is going to be 1 inch by, it's a little over 1.5 inches. So a tiny bit over 1.5 inches. So that it's rectangular. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, and next time I do a video like this, I'll try to go a little bit longer, but my phone is running out of battery and out of room, so I really want to film another video for you guys today also. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here, but I will be sharing what I made today on Thursday. So tomorrow is going to be Tutorial Tuesday, where you see the full tutorial for this, and Thursday is where I'm going to share what I made today. So you're going to hopefully see all of these envelopes made on Thursday. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification button so you get notified when I upload a video. And thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.